check it out. So I got this new iPad mount for my GX460. I've kind of wanted a mount like this because sometimes you may have your destination already, up here from your iPhone or whatever on CarPlay or whatever maps you might be using. And then for me, sometimes when I'm off-roading, I love to find little like offshoots on the highway. Like for example, just looking off something here in like New Mexico area. So, let's say you're just driving around this normal road, and you have that route already planned on your CarPlay on your phone, but then you take a little break and sometimes it's hard to zoom and like manipulate this screen. So it's easier to do it on here, and I can see, just little offshoots, little trails that I can take, maybe little streams, or I can see points of interest ahead of me, or maybe I can respond to an email when I'm stopped in a safe area, and I have cell phone service. But this comes in really handy. And what the great thing is, at least with the iPad for me, I mean, whatever tablet you might use, but the iPad Pro case, this has, I can charge it through the keyboard itself. So that's really convenient. And this, I'll show you how you can manipulate this this mount, and I'll put the link in the description. Let me come from the other side, from the driver's side. But before I do that, I just want to show you how this just clips on. So this obviously, expands. It's on a spring mechanism of sorts, and I can take it out, see? And then let's take out the iPad itself. Okay. All right, so we got the iPad off. So this is how the mount looks. And it comes with other clips, I think, for larger tablets, maybe even a smaller laptop, like maybe a MacBook Air or something. And these things just clip out. They just move out here. So that's really convenient. That if you don't want to remove this when a passenger's sitting here, you could actually just remove these little clips, and I think it should be fine. And it would be not in the way of a passenger. But let me come from the passenger side, and I'll show you how it looks from that perspective. What we have here is the actual mount setup. So you can see this actually screws off here, and you can remove this, and it's just on a ball joint here. So if you wanted to, you could just unscrew that and take off this whole stock and then just throw it somewhere you don't want it to inconvenience anybody. But let's see how it's set up right now. Let's see if I wanted to take a seat here. So I'm right here. I still have plenty of leg room. I guess if I'm off-roading with somebody, it would like bump into here a little bit, but it's not sharp or anything, and I think you could definitely push this out of the way. What's great though is that if you are a co-pilot of somebody, and you are, maybe helping somebody plan a route, or you're with a friend, or maybe you're just like off-roading and then you just want somebody to find like the nearest hotel or restaurant or something like that, you could just have somebody here as a co-pilot, just checking out the next possible destination. I think that's a pretty nifty feature that you could just, this has a dual purpose. Because I will say, from this passenger side or driver side, it doesn't go all the way in front of my lap. So it is a bit strenuous on the neck if you're looking at it all the time. So I will say that the only inconvenience is if you are looking at it constantly from the driver's side, let's say if I wanted to respond to an email and I'm stopped somewhere safe, I think what I would do is I would get out, I would come to the passenger seat, and I would write an email from here, because I think it's much more ergonomical than just sitting from here. But from driving from here, what I can do is I can drive, I can see routes and things like that. So I think for just quick little glances, this is perfect from the driver's side, and I can manipulate it and I can move it every which way, and just make sure I don't hit my walkie-talkie, my GMRS radio. But yeah, I think this is a really nifty solution, and it's pretty stable. I think if I just, if I just tighten this a bit more, it's not gonna have as much play. Let's see, and I think you do want a little bit of play. I mean, like, it's gonna vibrate, like, right, when you go off-roading, but it shouldn't vibrate like a crazy amount. But still, it looks great. And I think it'll definitely come in handy if you want to go off-roading and you just want to have an additional map source or iPad or something, or work remote solution or something like that for quick emails. Pretty nifty little setup.